Welcome to Berlin, where we're going to spend a few days exploring this awesome city. Behind me you can see part of what used to be the Berlin Wall that separated the two parts of the city. Now it's one cohesive city, and we are going to explore all that we can the next few days, and we'll bring you along with us. This is one of the more poignant and most interesting places in Berlin if you're here to see the history of the Berlin Wall. It's basically a park that revolves around the wall and the victims who were killed trying to go from one side to the other. So part of the wall is still there. There's also rebar that you can walk through to get into the park that symbolizes where the wall was and shows what people really had to do to get there. So you can see some of the rebar behind me, and you can also see the wall, which is now usually filled with graffiti, but also there's a memorial to those who died trying to cross. There's just so much here to try to understand, even though it's something that is impossible to understand. And something interesting I didn't know before I came here is this area used to be a cemetery. And they moved the cemetery, and it was over 1,000 bodies that they moved, which is just kind of insane that they moved a cemetery to create something like this. So definitely if you're in Berlin, it's a park that is revolved around the Berlin Wall. We're here at the market in Berlin, and we got this drink. I believe it's called Sotloff. It's an Ottoman drink, and it has milk, sugar, honey, cinnamon, and some orchid, which makes it really interesting and different. And it's actually kind of thick, but it smells amazing. It is really thick, and it's a hot drink. I didn't say that, but it is a hot drink, which is perfect on a very, very cold day like today. But it does taste very cinnamony and milky for the most part, and I think the orchid just adds a little something extra. We are now in the Memorial to the Murdered Jews of Europe, which is such an amazing memorial because there is no actual meaning to the installation. It's whatever you take away from it. There's these stacks of concrete, a little bigger than the size of a grave, and some are really small, some are really tall, and then the ground is uneven, so it's really disorienting. People come and go because it's in a grid, and it's just something that you definitely have to come see when you're in Berlin. It's such a reminder of history, but it's also a reminder of what should never be done again.